Okay, so we probably got 15 minutes worth of material to put in 6 minutes. So we're going to go
That would have
quickly.
been great.
So we're going to go quickly. Motions for review. The question came, and I'm addressing. Sorry, I skipped the slide, but I'm talking about frequently asked questions or questions that we knew were going to come up. And so motions for review. Figure out what statute the motion was filed under. So you may need to work with your attorney to figure that out. And once you understand that if it's a review under 7B906.1, you use the review template. You can see the emergency planning template statute there, and then a modification hearing template. We don't have a modification hearing template, so if you needed to absolutely use a report for that, or if you would use the review template. And we can consider whether we want to create a modification hearing template, because the recommendation section would be different really for that hearing versus a review hearing, because the findings of fact and what the court can do are very different in those hearings. So that's motions for review. Next, moving on to client pictures. So please use the original pictures. We see, if you're using a second or third generation picture, by the time we get to the appellate, the record on appeal getting copied, the pictures are illegible, and they actually maybe I don't want to say they do harm, but they're just not legible or visible. So please don't use the same picture throughout the life of the case. Children age, and so the pictures should be current. That's our hope. That's our expectation. Please do not put the pictures on the front of the report. We recommend, we ask you to use the pictures, put them as an attachment, use them as an exhibit, and that also would allows us, if they need to be placed under seal, that can better enable us to do that, putting them under seal if they're an exhibit or if they're an attachment. And then you also can consider asking the pictures to be kept under seal. All right. So I've got 4 more minutes. Staff covered cases. So the context for this is didn't really get many questions about this. That staff covered cases is not really an issue in most places across the state. And we talked about earlier on the standard that all of us have set for ourselves. And we don't know what case is going to get appealed. We don't know what case is going to get, what cases there's going to be issues raised. So based on that, we're asking that we want you to use the court report templates as we've designed them. We hope that we believe that you using them throughout the life of the case and filling information in between hearings will enable you to make that as streamlined as possible and to save time. And if you have to, you can write in bulleted form using complete sentences. So we do not have staff covered templates, but we do have the templates that we designed, and our expectation is that they would be used. Local jurisdiction issues. Please interview parents. If there's a local, and this is also just kind of a note that if there's a local jurisdiction issue that's requiring you to diverge from our practices, then please let your regional administrator know, and then let me know, or me, Liz, and Matt know, so that we can work on that. Because obviously we want to comply with the local rules to the extent that we can, but we also want to adhere to our court report templates, the standardization, because when, for example, JY's cover sheets get submitted to the court and they end up in the record on appeal, appellate counsel has no, or the attorneys in the appeal and the judges and justices in the appeal have no idea what that information means, and it can be very confusing. So that is my information. We have 2 minutes left. Passing it off to Liz.
Thank you, Reggie. Here's the next steps. You will receive, you can see it here. You're going to get recordings for this, links for this training. We're going to send it out to you with an outline and agenda. You can do it in steps. You can do it all at once like we did. You can make sure that it fits the needs of your volunteers. We're going to send you booklets for your volunteers. We're going to update the hearing schedule handout. We were asked about that, and a handout with the changes to the templates. I would also, excuse me, offer that, any questions that got put in the chat about the FAQs, we'll collate that and get those answers to you at a later time. It is 11:59. I'm not going to say anything else. You guys have been wonderful. We so appreciate the wonderful work you do. Matt and Reggie, always a pleasure to work with you. Dana, Tammy, Sebastian, Ruth, Christina, awesome. You guys, thank you all so much for contributing to our best interest advocacy. I love working with you all. Bye.